Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. Today we'll be discussing about key features of the budget 2024 to 2025. Very important document, very precisely given. So if you are thorough in this document, there won't be any question out of it in your examination. So this is the full budget that we are going to discuss from today. Okay, so let us go ahead. Roadmap of pursuit of Vixit Bharat. Vixit Bharat is nothing but developed state. Remember this point. Okay. Developed state is nothing but a state or a country where all the people like you and me are able to fulfill all basic necessities of life, such as we are able to fulfill 3 times of food, we are able to get uninterrupted power supply, we are able to get livelihood opportunities, okay, we are able to get education, we are able to afford health. So if a country is having all these essential services given to all its population, then we are moving towards a developed state. In Hindi, it is called as what? Vixit Bharat. Okay. Under this Vixit Bharat campaign, or you can say the pursuit or the crusade, you can see that four important areas has been focused. These 4 important areas are called as four castes. Here the government does not want the society to be divided into Chaturvarna system, nothing but the 4 traditional castes we are having. No. Okay, the government of India wants that people should forget about it and we should establish a casteless society. That's why government is also giving a message through this particular pursuit of this Viksit Bharat pillars, saying that India does not have any other caste. India is having only 4 castes. What are those 4 castes? One is farmer. We have to take care of farmer because the population dependency on agriculture is very high. So if we develop the agriculture and the farmers welfare, if we work towards them, so obviously large amount of population can be well off in future. Gharib is the second caste that we are having. We have to work for the poor. Okay, elevate them from the poverty, elevate them and give them some skills and give them some employment opportunities. So the second caste we are having is poor, and third caste is like you guys who are listening to me, Yuva. Okay, so government should work for the development of Yuva, give them employment opportunities, give them emerging areas, the interest of areas for their professionalism. Okay, so that all should be promoted under the Yuva, along with the self-financing. What I say is that loan should be given, and wage employment should be given, innovation, entrepreneurship, all these should be given to the Yuva. And third and the fourth caste that we are having is Mahilaye, that is nothing but women. So government should work for the women participation in labor force, women participation in parliament and legislative assembly, women participation in what credit availability, okay, women participation in economic growth, that is also called as voice growth. If the woman is not being a part of our economic growth, then we call it as voiceless growth. Remember this point. Okay, if the economic growth does not yield any of the jobs, then we call it as jobless growth. If the economic growth does not help the poor, then we call it as ruthless growth. So all these things you have to remember, okay, as a concepts. Okay, so the 4 castes, if I ask you what are those, come on, repeat with me. One is farmers, we have to work for them. Gharib, we have to work for them. Yuva, we have to work for them. And the last one is Mahilaye, give them also entrepreneurship abilities, give them also skills, take care of their nutrition status, remove anemia from them, okay, decrease MMR, mother mortality rate, okay, give them good decision making positions, okay, in the form of what parliamentary seats or in the legislative assembly, so and so forth. So government, if we want to go towards the Viksit Bharat, it is very important that we have to concentrate on this 4 castes, right? Okay. So budget theme is basically based on employment, skilling, MSME and middle class. Middle class is very important, the class that we live in. Majority of our country is in middle class. Okay, neither we are very posh or high earners like Shah Rukh Khan, Allu Arjun or Ambani, Adani, Amitabh Bachchan like that, nor we are poor. So we are in this particular layer where we suffer from lot of problems that has been unheard by the government. Government to the capitalists, to the richer people, government give lot of entrepreneurship opportunities, liberalize the economy, give them subsidy, production linked schemes, etc. For this class, government is doing a lot. Okay, for the poor class, you might be aware of this fact, social welfare schemes are there. But what government is doing in this class is hardly any good initiatives are there that we can bank upon, and that will develop the large section of society which is actually there in the middle class. So the 4 themes that we are having at this point of time according to the budget is employment, skilling, MSME and middle class. Let us go ahead in the next page. Priorities of Viksit Bharat. So you can see that what are the priorities of Viksit Bharat. So here you can see here Transforming agriculture research. Agriculture research is one priority. Okay. And then cooperation policy, national cooperation policy will come up, and that is a second priority. Atmanirbharta, self-reliance, which has been there in the third five-year plan onwards. Okay, we have been promoting self-reliance. Self-reliance are nothing but we have to produce goods and services, okay, within our country without importing, and should satisfy the demand of the people. That is called as Atmanirbharta. Vegetable production and supply chain we have to improve, because in vegetable, okay, we are seeing lot of inflation, hike in the prices of vegetables. That will lead to what, we cannot get the minerals, we cannot get vitamins, so malnutrition problem will arise. And release of new varieties. Okay, so here we are having, in this particular area in agriculture sector, government is having these kind of, okay, you can see that priorities for Viksit Bharat. The first priority here is productivity measures and the resilience in agriculture we have to improve. Productivity, how can we improve the productivity? The first and foremost thing that you can see is release of new varieties. Okay, new varieties are nothing but high yielding varieties. Means one grain you put, you will get what, many, one seed you put, you get many number of grains. These kind of seeds are called as high yielding seeds. Plus, if any flood is there, if any drought is there, okay, then climate resilient varieties. So one seed will give more grains, plus whatever the climatic conditions are there, but still the seeds will grow properly. So if you are giving that particular seeds to the farmers, obviously the yield will be high. So 109 new high yielding varieties and climate resilient varieties of 32 field horticulture crops will be released by the cultivation by the farmers. So this particular high yielding and the climate resistant varieties are basically will be given to the farmers, and basically caters to what, horticulture sector. Okay, vegetable production and supply chain, if you see, promotion of farmer producer organization. Farmer producer organization is nothing but farmers, okay, together they come, together they will be become a part of an organization, and whatever they produce, this particular institution will go and sell in the market at a very good prices. They will label it, they will brand it, okay, they will find new ways of marketing channel and try to give very good profitable prices to the farmers. That kind of organizations are called as farmer producer organizations. Okay, along with that, cooperative societies, farmer cooperative societies will be promoted. Startups for vegetable supply chain, just like we are having supermarkets, okay, Ratnadeep, DMart we are having, we will also have in future vegetable supply chains will be there. Okay, startup for collection, storage and marketing. Okay, the DMart and all are marketing. Okay, in the same way, vegetable collection purpose startups will be given, the startup will be promoted by the government for the storage, because they are all perishable goods. Okay, you need lot of cold storage, so that to increase their shelf life. Atmanirbharta for oil seeds, because oil seeds we are generally net importers of oil seeds. We export less oil seeds, but we import more oil seeds. That is the reason oil seeds are given importance here, such as mustard, groundnut, sesame, soybean and sunflower. National cooperation policy for systematic and orderly and all-round development of the cooperative sector. One national cooperation policy will be envisaged. Government of India is also giving importance to natural farming. Natural farming is that kind of farming where you just plant, sow the seeds in a open area and leave it to the mercy of what, natural factors. The seeds should adapt to the natural environment of that particular area and should grow. You don't use here any kind of artificial, okay, inputs into this particular farmland. That is called as natural farming. In organic farming, generally what do we do? Instead of chemical based inputs, we use what, organic manure, compost, like that we use. That is called as organic farming. This is the natural farming. 1 crore farmers will be initiated into natural farming, supported by certification. All the natural farming products will be there. No, if mango is there, banana is there, it will be certified that it is a naturally farmed, and branding will be done in the next 2 years. 10,000 need-based bio-input resource centers to be established. Bio-input, okay, means biologically derived organisms, whatever the derivatives are there, that kind of resource centers will be established. Okay, shrimp production and export. Shrimps are nothing but just like jhinge we call it as, no, that is called, that similar varieties are called as shrimp. Financing for shrimp farming, processing and export will be facilitated through NABARD. NABARD will give loans if anybody is interested in shrimp farming, making big wells where they will cultivate the shrimp, and if you are processing and making it pickle, etc., so and so forth, then also you will get what, money. And if you want to export also, there also government will help you. Digital public infrastructure is important here. DPI for coverage of farmers and the lands in 3 years. Nothing but a land purification program. Okay, here whatever the land of the farmers will be there, that lands will be put under the digital public infrastructure. Digital crop survey will be done in 400 districts. Okay, in 400 districts, what farmers are growing, that kind of crops will be put into the computer, into system, so that we can analyze better in future. Issuance of Jan Samarth based Kisan credit cards. So this is the Jan Samarth based Kisan credit card. This is the new initiative under the Kisan credit card. Kisan credit card generally give what? Okay, short term loans to the farmers in order to start the business. So this is the first priority in the budget theme. We'll do the second priority in our next class. Bye bye. Take care.